welcome back to my channel. I'm going to talk about the time that a Ross worker almost made me have a miscarriage. Sorry for the background, I was watching old OK Baby videos. But so this happened on December 8th. Oh damn. And this happened on December 8th, 2019, and I went to Ross with my mom to do some holiday shopping. And when we were in line to pay, oh no, okay, I thought Layla was waking up, but when we were in line to pay, usually in Ross, and I think it's in all Ross stores because I've seen it in multiple Rosses, but when you're in line to pay, there's these baskets surrounding the line. In the baskets that were near me, there was a lot of baby stuff, and I was just looking at it, and I had this little pair of booties and a little sippy cup, and I was just looking at it because my mom had stepped out of the line to get something real quick, and so I was just waiting for her, looking at the sippy cup and the little booties. Then when it was our turn, my mom had just come back, and she's like, "What are you doing with those things?" So I put them back in the basket because I was only 2 months pregnant. So what was I going to do with the sippy cup and booties? I put them back, and as we're walking to the cashier box, the lady that was checking us out just looks at me and scowls and says, "Bring that over here." And I look at her like, "What do you mean?" She says, "Go over there and give me the stuff you had." And I was like, oh, those weren't my stuff. Those were already in the basket. But she didn't let me explain. She just cut me off and said, "I don't care. Bring them over here." And I just looked at her like, "Are you serious right now?" They're literally that basket surrounding the line. It was multiple baskets surrounding the line, were filled with random stuff. It wasn't just those booties and the sippy cups. It seemed ridiculous that she wanted me to give her those cups and those booties. I was like, I just looked at her and said, those weren't mine. I was just looking at them, and the store was packed with people. So she looked at me in the eyes and went, "I don't care. Give me those stuff. Go over there and hand me those things you had in your hands." And my mom looks at her and says, "She's not your employee. Those weren't her stuff. She wasn't walking around the store with that. That was already there. She's not gonna go get it." She looked at my mom and said, "It doesn't matter. I don't care. I want those things over here. She needs to go get me those things." And my mom said, "No, she doesn't have to give you that. How dare you talk to her like that?" And she started getting louder, and I am a very anxious person. So I got red, and I started not hyperventilating, but it was a little hard for me to breathe because all I could feel was the stares of other people. And like I know I looked like the bad person that I just didn't want to go over there and give her the stuff, but I kept telling her, "Those aren't mine. Like you what are you doing?" And my mom was even more pissed, and she started yelling at her because her voice started getting louder. The more we told her we weren't going to do that, we weren't going to do what she wanted us to do, she got louder and said, "I don't care, I don't care, I don't care." And my mom's like, "I don't know, just we're leaving it at that." And she actually crossed her hands. My mom just looked at her like, "I'm okay, we can just call your manager." And she started, helping us getting our stuff that we were buying. And she starts talking to the other employee. She said, "If anyone else gives you a problem, don't hesitate to just send them to the security. Just ask security to walk them out. Don't even ring them up or anything. Like, I can't handle this bull." And at that point, I just wanted to leave. I was like, "Are you?" I know I should have gone to. I should have asked for her manager or called anybody or another employee, but at that point I just wanted to leave. I really just wanted to leave. And then as she's like ringing up the stuff, she said, "I have places to be. I can't handle this right now. I have to do my runs. I have to go to the mall." And she started telling the cashier all the stuff that she has to do after. she got off work. When she gives us our receipt, she says, now I have to put everything back in its place. Like, behind her, she had this basket of random stuff, and she said before she leaves, she has to put everything where it goes. So I realized that they wanted me to do her job. That at the end of the day, she had to go to that basket and get all the random little things and bring them and walk around the store and put them back. And she was trying to make me do that for her. When I don't understand why. Though, if there was other stuff, there's just little booties, but she just left. She grabbed a little basket of things. It was the little basket of clothes and whatever, just a lot of stuff that people didn't want at the end. And me and my mom walked to the car, and I start crying. I start crying really, really hard, because the whole time that she was bringing us up, I just felt stares, and I don't know if that was just me, but I just felt everyone stares, and I felt really anxious, and I started crying in the car. I was having a little panic attack, and my mom just kept telling me, calm down, just breathe, you're pregnant, you can't do this, calm down. And I was trying my best to calm down and breathe, and so I eventually calmed down. So we went home, and the next morning I woke up bleeding, and I went to the restroom, and a lot of blood came out, and I freaked out, and I told my mom. She freaked out, and we called a midwife, and she said if there weren't any blood clots, it was okay, not to worry about that, just to make sure I don't bleed again. And I did stop bleeding, and that was only in the morning, and the rest of the day I was okay. So, and I had an appointment, I think the day after I had an appointment. So we went, and we told them what happened, and they said that everything's okay, that the baby's heartbeat is normal, and she looks fine. But then the next time we went to Ross, she was at the cashier's cashier little cubicle again, and my sister was with me that time, and me and my mom had told her what happened. My sister's really overprotective, so she just kept eyeing the employee down. She didn't care if she looked at her back. She was just staring at her. At that point, I already had like a little belly, I already had a little belly, and I was wearing a really tight shirt. So I think she saw that and panicked, because the manager walked up to the little cubicle and started talking to one of the employees, and my sister said, "Oh, is that the manager?" And she said it pretty loud, and she said, "Oh, you know what, we're gonna talk to her after we pay for this." And then after she said that, the employee, I should call her something, I don't know, she had crappy bleached blonde hair. I'm gonna call her Blonde. So Blonde walked up to the manager and started pretending that her throat hurt. You know you can tell when people are faking a sore throat and when they're genuine. So she was like, I don't feel good. Yeah, I don't know. I thought I could go on with the day with it, but I really don't feel good. And the manager, someone just screamed, and I thought it was Layla, but Layla's right in front of me sleeping. But dang. Okay, but anyways, we heard her say that, like, I don't feel good. Like, I think I need to rest for a little bit. And the manager said, oh, okay, you can go to the break room and relax. I have some tea. And she said, okay. And she was about to walk away. And then she turned back and said, can you walk me? Do you mind walking me to the break room? And my sister started laughing. She's like, this is scared. She said, this old lady, she was old. She's a middle-aged woman. She looked like she was 41 or 42. I don't know, she looked like she was in her 40s with long, crappy, bleached blonde hair and a mountain of makeup on. Like, and it didn't match her skin. Like, she looked pretty awful. And the cashier lady that was right next to Blonde said she was getting in trouble a lot because a lot of customers were complaining about her. My sister was like, why don't they just fire her already? And the employee said she was already on her 3rd strike. They were waiting for her to mess up one more time to kick her. And I guess that's why she pretended that she had a freaking sore throat. You would think that she would learn the first time, right? But no, oh gosh. But anyways, that's what happened at Ross. That's how a Ross employee almost made me have a miscarriage. And I know that some people spot when they're pregnant in the beginning of the pregnancy, but the amount of bleeding that I had wasn't normal. I asked the doctor. She said a little spotting in the stool is normal, like a little tint of red, but it looked like I had my period. But thank God nothing happened. I don't know if the Ross employee still works there, but I haven't seen her, so maybe she probably got kicked out already. Make sure to like and subscribe. Bye!